Hello, Chad Breedlove here, co-host of Pit Lane Radio on the 405, as you probably mostly likely know. I'm creating this video response in pertaining to the Matt Kenseth Joey Logano incident. Now, I'm creating this video Tuesday morning, so the penalties have not been handed down yet. They will be handed down, if any, later today. In my honest opinion, I don't think anything is going to happen. I think NASCAR will probably just do the normal slap on the wrist with a fine and probation and go about their day. Because there's a few incidents that they'll probably go back and look at, and that would be the Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon incident, as well as the Kyle Busch and Ron Hornaday incident in the truck race a few years ago. So that being said, we shall wait and see. But what I want to say here is, again, it's my opinion. This is what I think happened. People want to. What Matt Kenseth basically did at Martinsville is he flat out wrecked Joey Logano in the race. You know, people say, well, let's go back to the Kenseth incident where they were racing and Joey took Matt out. Well, that is a completely different animal here. You're talking on the Kansas deal. You had two drivers that were still in the championship format, racing for the win with just a few laps to go. Time was running out. They had to act, and they had to act now. So they were racing hard for the win. It was a pure racing incident. Joey spins Matt out, causing Matt not to win the race, and Joey Logano wins the race. That happens all the time. That's just a racing incident. Whether they're fighting for the lead or just fighting for position on the track in the middle of a race, it happens. Sometimes you're on the good side of that. Sometimes you're on the bad side of that. This time Matt was on the bad side of it. So he is a little upset, and I can understand that. However, that being said, you look at Martinsville, completely different ball game here. You've got Matt Kenseth, who was laps down, no chance of winning the race, not in the Chase new championship format. He wasn't even eligible anymore. Wrecks Joey Logano, who was leading the race, still in the championship, and most likely high possibility of winning that race again. He was pretty dominant during that race, and he was in the lead when this happened. And if you go back and look at the replay, it almost looks as if Kenseth was just kind of waiting for Joey to catch up to him. And then when he did, then Matt took his retaliation and took Joey out. Matt claims, oh, my tire was going down or my splitter was hitting the track. I couldn't control it and I hit Joey. BS, Matt. I know I like Matt Kenseth, don't get me wrong. This definitely created a lot of buzz in the NASCAR world. And I just don't, in my opinion, it was wrong. It's flat out wrong what happened, what he did here, because he had no chance of winning. He just flat out ruined Joey Logano's, possibly his chance of being the NASCAR champion. Now, I don't like this format, but we got it. We got to deal with it. So, this is what we got. So, it is what it is on that aspect. So, the thing also that bothered me is Matt didn't admit, he didn't admit doing it. Just man up, Matt, admit it, you done it. Because, the fans, we all know you did it. NASCAR officials know you did it. Joey knows you did it on purpose. So, just man up and say you did it. I took him out. I needed to. So, the problem I have with it is the fact that, if NASCAR doesn't set a hard penalty on him, and I'm talking, like probably parking a driver. If not, they're going to set a bad precedent here where it's going to be, have at it. It's going to turn into a demolition derby out here. You're going to have drivers wrecking other drivers all the time for no reason. Well, I don't like what he did to me back then. I'm going to take him out. And you're going to have a lot of wrecked cars. And this is going to be bad for the sport because it's going to look like a joke, to be flat out honest. You're going to have people. You're going to be ruining people's chances for a championship. You're going to ruin people's chances for a race win. You're going to cause unnecessary damage to vehicles that don't need to be. You're going to have possible risk of injury to drivers. To not only the drivers that are involved in the incident, but innocent drivers going by. You're going to damage your cars. You can injure them. You can injure a fan, a crewman, or something. So you got to look at it. You got to put a stop to it before it gets out of hand. You can't wait until something really major happens. So yeah, we should have done something. And, everybody's like, yeah, go Matt, and bad mouthing Joey. And that's fine. We all have our drivers we love, we hate. That's what makes the sport fun. That's what makes it great. That's why we like NASCAR, is the rivalries and things like that. But this is beyond a rivalry. If you want to have at it, wait till you're off the track. Don't risk property damage to the cars, to the people, and innocent people, just to say because you want to get back at somebody. Wait till you get off the track, go back to the haulers, and have a grudge match or a boxing match out there if you want. That's fine. That's your business. Just keep it off the track. I think it's a lot safer that way. And I also want to point out too, if you reverse this role here, everybody's praising Matt now, but let's just change this scenario a little bit. What if he would have done this to, let's say, Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, or even more importantly, Dale Jr.? I guarantee you, it'd be a completely different tune in the NASCAR world right now. You would have everybody crying foul. They want Matt hung. They want him out in the sport. No more race. They would be really upset. They would be having a completely different opinion on that, and you can't do that. Whether you like the Joey or not, you just can't do that. And that's the thing that gets me. It's the way that happens. But let's see what NASCAR does. Like I said, today's the day we'll find out. But NASCAR, you can't be inconsistent in this, which I have a feeling they're going to be, because I've always said it before. They're consistent at one thing, and that's inconsistency. But they're going to have to lay a law down and set a hard rule to eliminate this. And from this point forward, as you're moving on, be consistent with your calls. Do what's right, do what's fair, because we just can't have this in the sport. As I mentioned before, it just creates a bad precedent. So, hey, I appreciate you taking your time to listen to this video response. Feel free to post your comments if you disagree, agree, or whatever, or mention things that I'm not even thinking about that you thought about. Love to hear from you. And be sure to tune into our show Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern on the 405media.com. Pit Lane Radio would love to hear your comments and your views, not just on this incident, but racing in general. Whatever you got to say, we'd love to hear from it. So, again, thanks for taking the time to listen to you, and enjoy what we got left of the season. Have a great day.